What's up, guys? It's Lil'Shane again, aka Dak Knight, and I'm here to talk about football. I'm here to talk about football. Um, Football is played on Saturdays, right? I don't think football is played on Sundays. Uh, College football is kind of where it stops. You know what would be really cool if there was like a professional like football league. Like once they graduated college, they went on to somewhere. That'd be really cool. Or maybe if there was some kind of game where you calculated each player's stats and you competed with your friends all over the country, like that would be really cool. But unfortunately, all we have is football on Saturdays. And right now, my Longhorns are the best that there is. So, as you can see, I have my Longhorns everywhere. So this is Lil'Shane signing off. Hook 'em horns. I'm just fucking with you. So my fantasy season has not started off well, and my NFL season has not started off well at all. As you know, I am a Cowboys fan, which you may not know, which I'm okay with because I've covered that shit up. Stay tuned tomorrow because tomorrow my Cowboys are about to lose on Thursday Night Football to the Giants. So just keep on listening in. All right, so now we got through the bullshit. That's right, we're back to talk about Rosterbaiters League 2024 weeks 2 and 3. I did not get a chance to go on live last week, so we're going to talk about weeks 2 and 3. We're going to talk about some of the games. We're going to talk about some games in week 2. I do have a special guest that's coming on tonight, so stay tuned. It should be a fun episode. Can I just talk about Arch and Quinn? Like, God damn it. All right, well, let's get into the games. I'm going to go ahead and get us going with the games. All right, here we go. So I'm going to start with talking about week 2. In week 2, here's my game. I took on Your Dope, the guy that I played in the Super Bowl last year. And god damn, he still had my number. All right, to be fair, I had some injuries. Amari Cooper was not doing shit. Like, come on, like guys, like Amari Cooper, Travis Kelce, and Sam Laporta, that should be the crux of my team right there. They weren't doing a whole lot. Anyway, I had a bad week. I still lost to the guy that I lost in the Super Bowl last year. Yardo, I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to beat your ass. Like I just really did. Was not able to do that. Always gonna give props to where they are deserved. Well done, you are dope. You still have my number, my friend. All right, let's talk about some of the games in week 2 that happened. Like this one was awesome. B-Man against Big Fresh. He barely snuck it out against Big Fresh by like 3 points exactly. And if you can do math, I'm not wrong. It's literally 3 points exactly. Let's see what happened in this game. All right, pretty mediocre. So Debo did his thing, doing 20 points. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, Debo should not be on B-Man's team because I've been trying to snipe that guy for 2 fucking years. He is so stubborn, Brandon. You are so stubborn about Debo. I want him on my team. I've wanted him on my team. I want those 20 points supposed to be on my team. He's so fucking stubborn about Debo, but I get it because he's turning into points. So whatever, it's fine. Big scores right here from JSN. Hopefully that's signs of things to come because I think the kid's really talented. I have him on one of my other dynasty leagues, and so I really need him to do well. Najee's bullshit. That's fine. Calvin Ridley did well in this game, and so did Gino. Well, he was throwing balls to JSN, so it's just kind of the way it works out. Did they sit anybody they should have started? Nah. I'm not seeing much there. Matty J, love you. You got beat. You done got beat. But this was the game of the week. The game of the week of week 2 was Voodoo versus Beantown Ace. That's right. I'm talking about Josh, our 2-time champion. He came underwhelming. Like, I think he would have beat everybody else. They both scored over 200. That's awesome. That's what's awesome about fantasy football. That's also what sucks about fantasy football. Justin Fields did not do a whole lot, but Lil'Shane. All right. There's a bunch of burnt orange around my person and my little cave over here, but there is a little bit of maroon somewhere over there. I keep it hidden. We're not gonna show that anymore, probably for the rest of the season. But I know where Lil'Shane. I told my wife, who is obviously an Aggie. I told her while we were watching, we went to see some of his games live in person. I said, that kid's legit. I said, the only reason why I am agreeing to go into some of these college games that otherwise I would not go to is because I want to see that kid play. He is a good football player. He's a good NFL football player. He's a good pro. And he's got what it takes. And so I'm actually kind of proud of my boy Lil'Shane over there, even though he went to a school with the wrong colors. We had Patty Mahomes doing his thing, under 20, so probably not what you expected. Nico Collins, man, I drafted him really late in my redraft league last year. I was so proud of him. He's doing his thing there. Devontae Smith, Amon-Ra St. Brown. I mean, come on, that should be expected right there. Mark Andrews, I think that's his only good game of the year this year. I think, did he put up a bagel last week? He's been terrible. Zay, Chris Godwin, James Conner, like we got Daniel Jones, and then Derek Carr. Like, who the fuck saw that coming? I don't know. I didn't. But you fast forward a week and things kind of changed. All right, Voodoo, man, when you go, bro. And more props to you. I'm very proud of you, Voodoo. Took down the 2-time champ, even though Beantown did get the meeting win there. All right, let's go ahead and go to week 3 this past week. All right, so my game again. God damn, the injury bug hit me. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I thought I was a favorite before the season. I really did. Unbiased, I don't care. I thought I was a favorite. Dude, I have the best quarterbacks. I have the best, supposedly, tight ends. I don't really have a bad RB. I have Bijan, bro. I got some good wide receivers. How the fuck am I 2-4 right now? I'll tell you why. Because of down here, a little box with the injured reserve players. AJ Brown, first of all. Okay, I guess that box didn't show it. But anyway, AJ Brown, Cooper Kupp, Sam Laporta got hurt. And I just couldn't put it together. I mean, I put up 151, was not even good enough to beat the league median. Those two, wins that I had were from me demolishing week 1. That's all I have to prove for it. So those of you who picked me to win this year, I still hope you're fucking right. Seriously in doubt right now. All right, let's get on to Big Fresh versus PGB Could. Big Fresh put up some big numbers this week. PGB Could is obviously rebuilding. Totally respect that, man. It happens. We got another team that's rebuilding as well. I am rebuilding my team in another league, and we're going to talk about patience later. We really are. And PGB, I hope you have the patience to do it, because you need to make some trades, bro. PGB, get active. Jonathan Taylor, if you were rebuilding right now, in my opinion, Jonathan Taylor should not be on your team. You should trade him for some first-round picks. And then, dude, Big Fresh, you got Chase. You got Diggs, who also is a player I want. Dallas Goedert. Now, it's kind of a layup. A.J. Brown was hurt. Devontae Smith got hurt. And so Dallas Goedert did exactly what he should have done. And he really set you on the map. Chris Olave actually stepped up as a WR1, which he has not been. So anyway, Big Fresh took the show. Okay. The next game up is our Man Bear Pig Bowl. But before we do that, I want to bring in our special guest who has been here at the bottom apparently the whole time because I don't know how to work this software yet. And so here is Zombie. What's up, G? Yeah, you're still muted.
I was wondering if I could just only I was seeing myself down there. But yeah, there you go.
No, everyone was seeing you there the whole time. I just realized it about 30 seconds ago. So I will eventually.
Hopefully they enjoyed my facial reactions.
So yeah, you've been live for quite some time. You probably should have shaved, man, or something. Like, come on.
Yeah, I know. I was not prepared for this event.
Just fucking with you, man. That's all we love. All right, hey, you want to break down the Man Bear Pig together? Before we do, we have a tradition in this league. We have a mascot of the Man Bear Pig Bowl.
That's right.
And that is Rosie.
Rosie.
Let's see Rosie eat some fruit.
Rosie.
She has one trick.
Rosie. Sit. Nope, sit. Good pig. Good pig.
And then she's like, fuck you, it's my banana. She tries to
Congratulations on your Man Bear Pig win. I'm going to enjoy my banana.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you're right.
I just want my banana. Just get the hell out of there. All right, that is Rosie.
That's great. That pig's fun.
Yeah. Remember when she was like real cute and like 5 pounds?
Tiny. Yeah. Don't fit her too much.
Yeah. 2 years later, she's like 100 fucking pound pig. And she's born in my house.
Y'all got had. So you're gonna have a moderately in a small little teacup pig and shit. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe she was supposed to be teacup. I love how the iPad follows you around now. It's a little creepy. Huh?
Yeah, and they live like 20 years, which I was not aware of. Those pigs also. So like
commitment, man.
Yeah, she's not going anywhere anytime soon, and she's definitely my least favorite dependent. I can say that. All right, you want to break down the Man Bear Pig Bowl here, Gerald? Yeah, first of all, I'm going to go give the props out to Z-Man. You have won the Man Bear Pig Bowl again. Congratulations, Z-Man. I don't have my son this year dancing around. He's in bed. He actually had a baseball game tonight, which they kicked their ass. But I am very proud of you, Z-Man. Gerald, do you want to highlight some of these players for us?
Josh Allen went off. Stroud has honestly been so disappointing so far this year. I don't get it.
Right.
Yeah, it's been very frustrating. I saw a stat earlier that he's just getting sacked a bunch. He's taking 4 sacks, 3 sacks in the other game you were showing earlier. Yeah, it's hopefully he's not having a sophomore slump. But fucking Barkley is doing exactly what everybody knew was going to happen in Philadelphia.
Hey, is Barkley the number 1 overall pick in redraft right now? If you had a redraft today, is Barkley the number 1 overall pick?
Probably.
Yeah. I think so too.
I think so. And to be fair, in Brandon's B-Man's we just switched it to a keeper this year, and a guy kept Barkley from the second, which cost him his first, and everybody was like, haha. Well, I mean, not really, but it was like, maybe that wasn't the most value you could have gotten, but I mean, it's working out great for him. He's doing good.
Yeah.
Barkley's killing it.
Yeah.
Any other significant? Drake London kind of starting to come on. Hopefully he ends up really kind of picking it up. Jackson Smith and Jigba fell back down to earth, which sucks. I have really big hopes for him too, and I was hoping that 16 target game was finally the unleashing of JSN, but then he goes right back to 3 for 3 and 39, which is his whole life.
Yeah.
As a pro. Waddle, same fucking story, dude. So funny story, in that same league we were just talking about, I traded Brian Thomas and Calvin Ridley off that big blow up game for fucking Tyreek. Just as because the owner was kind of freaking out because Tua got hurt, and then I flipped Tyreek into CMC because that owner was freaking out. So yeah, hopefully CMC comes back sooner than later, but he should be back for the playoff run. Knock on wood. Hopefully we have a nice run there.
Yeah, as long
but
as you
yeah,
have a team
fucking
supporters to get you there, like you're gonna do well.
yeah. So, but that said, like all that to say, like this Tua thing is really fucking sucks for the Dolphins, just top to bottom. Like they've all taken such a hit.
Dolphins are in trouble.
Yeah.
Talk to me about DK Metcalf. Where is he in your rankings? What do you think he's going to be the real deal? He had a good game this week, but a lot of it was on one pass.
I mean, that's kind of DK's, playbook. He's a home run hitter. He's not going to be a PPR machine for you, but like he can break one off and get you 25. Well, in this league, he can easily get you what 6, 12, 13 points on a single play. Actually, like 14, 15 points from that. I can't do the exact math live right now. But yeah, like I'd never had DK on a team for that reason. Like I like guys who can boom, but are still going to get a lot of targets. So like I don't know. I'm very particular on my receivers. Like again, I want them to have that capability, but I'm especially in PPR. Like I'm focused on guys who are getting a lot of action. And unfortunately, DK just has never been a target machine.
Yeah, it's weird. Weird player to have, but when he hits, man.
Yeah. For sure.
Last question I'm going to have for you is Deshaun Watson. Is he done?
There's like a rumor that the Texans use the very similar just college playbook. Very simple, fucking, and just let them just go play football, and it worked. And that the Browns are supposedly doing a very pro offense, and it's just not working. But I feel like Kevin Stefanski is a good enough coach to know how to adapt to his players. And so I think that Deshaun just doesn't have it. He's just mentally cooked. Like after 2 years out of football, essentially, all the drama that he's going through, and just the fact that he is, a shitty person. I think it's finally like caught up to him, and the Browns are just an embarrassing organization, and it sucks that they gave him that guaranteed contract, man, because they're gonna have to keep playing him out, keep trotting him on out there.
So the Browns have an out. You heard of this? They have an out.
Oh, the morality clause.
If he gets convicted of that new allegations coming up, his contract can be voided.
Yeah.
Like, he could be literally on the streets. I don't know what the timeline of the process goes, but it could be any time. Like, I think he's just void his contract.
I'm sure they're like praying every day that he gets
right. Like just get out.
Either get convicted or figure it out, bro. Do something. We can't keep fucking wasting $240 million on you doing nothing out there.
Right? Like just get out. And honestly, I'm a big Amari Cooper guy, and
that's your problem, man. Like
I want Joe Flacco back. Yeah. I want Joe Flacco back. Like go pull him off his couch.
In our redraft league, I have Njoku, and even when I drafted him, I was like, I know he's not going to be as good as he would have been if Flacco was still
there. He's like 40 years old, and he's better than Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, that's the truth.
All right. When it comes down to it, hey, Z-Man, you have won the Man Bear Pig Bowl version 1 of 2024, and we congratulate you. And that's why you got the video of Rosie eating pineapples and bananas. All right. Here you go. He goes on me. You had a big win this week. You had a big win.
Sorry, Josh.
You know what? Actually, I'm gonna stop that. I want to break down your team a little bit here.
League.
yeah. Still getting used to this shit. Young Bucks.
It's different on computer. Well, not different.
All right. So I really wanted to have you on tonight because I'm really super impressed by your team. I mean, I give Sam Darnold a lot of shit. I'm always going to give Sam Darnold a lot of shit. Mm-hmm. But he's kind of making me eat my words this season a little bit. So I want to talk to you about your team. You're very young. And when I was going through your team earlier, I was like, this is basically the perfect dynasty team. You're young, you're good, you're promising, and somehow you still have some first round picks. Okay. Yeah. So you know what? I'm gonna shut the hell up. And how the hell did you do this?
So I mean, some of it was luck. Like Darnold, for instance. Like I legitimately, as much as the metrics say he's a terrible quarterback, like I just always figured the kid needed a real shot in a good place, and it seems like he's finally gotten it.
Lil'Shane
And he's
says he's a
finally.
terrible quarterback.
I know, I get it, man. Like, and to be fair, like he looked horrible in New York, but ever since he played in New York, like he had stretches where he showed real promise, and so like every time he ended up on the trash heap, like I kept scooping him up, and like man, and again he helped me win a championship that I wouldn't have won, and a dynasty league we ran together. So yeah, like I'm glad that things are finally working out, but like I legitimately just always fucking thought he had it, and he just needed the right situation. So other than that, like it's just fucking shit tons of trading. I got horribly unlucky the inaugural season of this league when I traded you for JK, who tore his ACL, and then immediately traded away Ridley to get Gus Bus, who tore his ACL. Both of those within a week, and so immediately I was right into rebuild mode. Somehow squeaked into the playoffs that year, made a really stupid decision to try to get a few players to make a playoff run, which didn't help me at all, and essentially set my rebuild back. Had to completely bottom out and tank for the next 2 years, and basically it was kind of a combination of getting tired of being in the rebuild process and also just knowing how much fucking talent there was in 24. I loaded up a little bit on 23, but I really focused in on 24 just because I knew Bowers, Marvin, Williams, like those three alone were supposed to be fucking guys that could transform your team. And so starting in 22, like I was pretty much saving, working towards getting a lot of picks in 24. And so in 23, I really started executing the plan, trading all over the fucking place, picking up assets everywhere I could, working the wire, and just acquired a shit ton of picks, traded away. You were talking about Jonathan Taylor. I traded him away for just the first from PG because I knew that it was going to be 1, 2, or 3, and 1, 2, or 3 were all to me worth more than Jonathan Taylor on the same team as Anthony Richardson. But it's turning out that Taylor's fucking still killing it, and I was kind of wrong on that one. But he's also a little older, and I'm trying to go very fucking young. So anyway, I just fucking went all in on 24, and it ended up being even more lucky than I thought because Jaden Daniels and fucking Neighbors emerged, and just fucking ended up being like 6 quarterbacks drafted in the first 15 picks and the most offensive players in the first round ever. I mean, just thing after thing after thing about how this is the greatest offensive draft class ever, and I just happened to go all in on it. And again, like I knew that this was coming, and I was working towards it since 2022, but I didn't know it was going to end up being this good. And that, and I mean, so far we don't know about Brooks, and Caleb Williams still needs to fucking figure it out. But all the other ones, it looks like are hits. Anthony Richardson is a guy who I'm going to have to spot start until he develops a little more, but I still believe in Richardson. And then I've got, I've got 5 fucking starting QBs that could all be starters any given fucking Sunday. Like, I don't know, man. I'm always big on just acquiring assets and depth, and it's fucking, I think it's worked, man. Like, I got a shot at a championship maybe this year, and should be a contender for a good while going forward.
Yeah. I can't really argue with anything you said. I mean, going through your team, like even down at the bottom depths of your team, you have Xavier Worthy, who scored 2 touchdowns in week 1. Like, and he's tied to Patrick Mahomes for at least 4 years. Tank Dell, if he's one of your worst wide receivers, you're doing pretty well. You tied Braden Allen to Breece Hall. Like you've done some good shit, dude. And you have Anthony Richardson on your bench in a dynasty league.
Dynasty Superflex, yeah.
It's gotta feel pretty good.
I'm
not gonna lie.
Darnold keeps it up, man. Darnold could still pump you, man. Like it's totally possible.
He can.
I could still be wrong, but he's earned his spot in my lineup, man. Dude's on fire. Like Anthony Richardson, I'm just gonna have to spot start based on matchups until he gets that passing down a little better. But he's just not running like we thought he would. Like Honestly, that's been my biggest disappointment so far this year is that Richardson hasn't been panning out, but like I thought he would. But I still think it's just a matter of time. And again, like he can do what he did in week 1 any given Sunday. Like I'm not going to play him this week against Pittsburgh. I'm not that stupid, but pretty much most other teams, like he's worth throwing in there and letting him blow up if he can do it that day.
Last thing I'll say about your team is right here, Malik Neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
You have one of the best wide receivers in 2025.
Do what?
You could have one of the best wide receivers in 2025 right here in Malik Neighbors. I think he's going to be freaking solid. And
he's
by
the
the
wide
way,
receiver 1 right now.
oh yeah, he's the number 1 wide receiver in fantasy football. I don't think he's going to stay there, but he's going to be good.
He keeps getting that many freaking targets. He might, dude.
He's going to be
crazy.
good. I am on the lookout for DJ Moore. If you want to trade him, motherfucker.
I'm open to DJ Moore trades. Like I like my stacks. Like I'm trying to get Kyler. I was trying so hard to get Kyler, knowing before he had a blow up game, and now he's fucking blew up, and now I'll never get him. But yeah, I've been trying to get Kyler forever. It's funny. So many people like give me shit about Kyler for so long. Like, as at another point when I believed in him, and it's like, dude, like I'm telling, like whenever he was hurt and people were trying to lowball the shit, I'm like, I'm not taking a fucking lowball for Kyler, man. He's a top 5 when he's healthy, and I'm glad I'm being vindicated on that, by the way.
No, dude. In my redraft leagues, I drafted Kyler and Marvin. In all of them.
Yeah.
Even the one that
I think that'll still work very well for you, to be honest.
I agree. I listened to a podcast today. It was a Dynasty podcast, and they did they redrafted a super flex startup league as if it was today, and Kyler went 5.
Yeah.
Overall,
I believe it, man. Yeah, for sure. That's where he should go, man. He's a baller, dude. He's a short little baller. And hopefully Dayton Daniels is a taller Kyler, and I'm fucking set.
Dude, your team is good. I kind of want to trade rape you really bad, but you're too good of a fantasy footballer for me to do that. So I'm just kidding.
You try. Send me an offer, man.
But dude, yeah, we've had some epic trades in the past. I'm sure some more will happen in the future. All right, so let's go into your game. I am in the wrong week. Let's go over here to week 3. Young Bucks versus our 2-time champ, Beantown Ace. So he has Patty Mahomes. So AR just shit the bed this week, and we're just gonna bypass that. Patty did his thing, but nothing spectacular. Like David Montgomery, man, he had up to this point he had outscored Jahmyr Gibbs, I think, and
David Montgomery's a baller, man.
Yeah, dude, and Jaden Daniels fucking went off. How did you lose this game?
I won this game.
Well, and that answers my question. You did not. I'm like what the fuck? I thought
Richardson shot the bed for me, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's DJ with 17 or 16. There's Marvin with 17. That was right. And then,
can I talk about my fucking tight ends real quick and just pat myself on the back for that,
dude? Brock and Trey. I thought I had the 2 best tight ends in the league, and Travis Kelce and Laporta. It turns out that no, motherfucker, you do. So yes, I'll let you just sit back and talk about your goddamn tight ends. Go ahead.
Kyle Pitts on the bench again, which God, I don't know if he's ever going to really pan out. And then Jordan Mason, dude, fucking, I heard a tip on fucking a local radio show about Jordan Mason was killing it in camp, and I picked him up. Like, I had him in all 4 of the leagues that I'm in this year at one point.
Really?
I even drafted it, and I drafted him in the league, the redraft league we're in. I ended up having to drop him like literally the day before we found out about Christian McCaffrey because I wanted to get somebody else. Like, I was holding him as a handcuff, like just in case, because McCaffrey took so many fucking. He went 2 years without getting hit and doing like 450 touches a year. Like, dude was gonna get hurt this year, and so I picked up fucking Mason everywhere, and that's worked out well. I wish I'd have held on to him in that league, but I have him in the other 3 that I'm in now. So yeah. Anyway, I love my fucking tight ends. Like that's been like the biggest thing is like I really wanted to have 2 fucking tight ends I could roll out every week, and I feel like I finally pulled that off. And I'm super stoked. Anyway,
board bet, and do not feel obligated to agree to this. I'm just spur of the moment. Board bet. My 2 tight ends versus your 2 tight ends from week 4 through week what? We go through week 15, right? As long as none of those
14,
4, as long as none of those 4 gets hurt. If one of those 4 get hurt, null and void.
Yeah.
But if all of those 4 are healthy, my 2 tight ends beat out your 2 tight ends, $50.
I'm done for that. We might need to wait a week though, because right now McBride's in concussion protocol.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, he might not be playing this week. So, but yeah, I'm done for that for sure.
All right, on air, you've heard it.
Yeah, here's a little.
My tight ends versus your tight ends.
Distance fist bump. There you go.
Done. If someone, if Trey gets hurt, we'll postpone it a week. We'll make it fair. All right.
Grab another beer.
Yeah. Hey, you get another beer. I'm gonna start talking about Voodoo versus your dope. God damn it, your dope. Why couldn't you have scored 120 points last week on this, man? Like, god damn. Anyways, Justin Fields came out of nowhere. He's scoring points. He took over for Pittsburgh. I actually had a wild trade in my other dynasty league, which I'm glad he's doing this. But Justin Fields coming on to the plane. David and Devon Chain did not have a good week. Aaron Jones did some stuff. Mama St. Brown did about what he should do. This sucks. Okay. This sucks not for Voodoo. This sucks for fantasy football. This sucks for NFL football. When Mark Andrews is scoring 0 points on one target, it is not good. When Cade Otton with a fumble is outscoring him that much, god damn, man. Anyways, Rashid,
it is very weird.
It is
like hurt most of the last 2 years. He's finally healthy, and I don't know. Maybe that car wreck like fucked him up more than we know.
It might have, dude. This bit me in the ass in my home league. Rashid Shaheed right here with a bang. Dude, I sat
targets still though.
I sat Rashid Shaheed. Oh no, I started Rashid Shaheed and I sat Amari Cooper and Chuba Hubbard last week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it burned. Yeah, oh, you're in that league. Yeah.
Yeah.
It burned a lot.
Mm-hmm. But he still had 5 targets. It's just Derek Carr fucking pumpkined.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is like the fact that it happened to him is like, oh no, I'm not even more fucking nervous about Sam. Like, come on, Sam, like justify me, bro. Like, don't pumpkin. Like, anyway, sorry.
Yeah, dude. No, you're all good. Derek came back to life, and then Brock Purdy
came back to life.
And it was all because of a guy that nobody knew.
Juwan Jennings. I've had Juwan Jennings on my team like 4 or 5 times since we've had this league. And like he's always so far down the depth chart that I just drop him over and over. But yeah, anytime I had like an extra spot, it would always be Juwan Jennings until I needed a spot again, and then he's right back out, and then finally he fucking blows up, motherfucker. Sorry, I should probably keep it PG, huh?
No, you're all good. This is not suitable for children, and we're good. But I want to put
Dalton, dude,
Dalton on the bench with 33, and we got Aaron Rodgers on the bench with 26. Like
both of those guys, like neither of. Like, nobody was going to start either of those guys this week. Like, Rodgers still needed to prove it, and, like, Dalton, like, there was no way he thought that was going to happen. Nobody.
No, of course not. But now, dude, Voodoo is even scarier.
Yeah.
Because Dalton's going to be good.
Yeah.
Going forward. I think so. And so Voodoo is going to be scarier. All right. Let's just get to the standings because I think this is just fucking ridiculous. I'm not that surprised about Z-Man and Voodoo. Like they have good teams. That's fine. That doesn't bother me at all. you motherfucker bothered me a lot. Like you should not. I did not think you were going to be in third place after week 3.
If I'd have played the right people the first week, I'd be undefeated. Like,
Yeah.
I've had the points every week to win. I just fucking. That's the problem with depth, man.
And then
If you only have your
like,
studs, dude, just play them all.
Brandon, I've been going after Brandon to get some of his players. So I thought he was tanking, and now he's sitting here like in.
I mean, he did a soft rebuild, and it seems to have worked pretty well for him.
Hey,
like, he didn't full on tank. He just kind of did a little retooling for the last couple of years, and he's shooting up.
Brandon, well done, man. I'm going to give you props where they are due. I'm sitting here at 8. And I legitimately thought I was going to be the favorite this year. I'm not saying I'm not. I'm not saying that the first 3 weeks are going to find my season. And I've been hit by the injury bug. But this is very fucking disappointing where I should be right now. Like, I'm not panicking yet. Let's just see what's going on next week. I play Beantown. Like, I don't know what's gonna
happen. Not an easy out.
No, not an easy out at all. I mean, if you have 2 championships tied to your name, you're never going to be an easy win. He just knows what he's doing. Zombie, you're playing PG. All right, that's an easy out.
Sorry,
and you're good people. You're not gonna watch this anyway, so I don't give a fuck. But I think Zombie's got it in the bag. Actual B-Man, you are dope.
Any given Sunday.
I don't know. And then Z-Man, Jay Ever, man. Dude, Jay Ever is always kind of a
he's my dark horse, bro.
Yeah.
He's my dark horse this year. Jay Ever's got a shot.
He really is. He really is.
My boy Jeff.
All right, guys. We've gone like longer than any other
the longest episode ever, yeah.
that I've ever had. But you know what? I'm happy to do it because here's my boy Gerald. Wait. Yeah. Wherever you're looking. He's over there.
Dude, like, it has me on the right, but my camera's on the left.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah. But it's so much fun just hanging out with our friends. Guys, Gerald and I talked about this. We want to get the boys together this year, next year. We want to get us together from around the country. Let's fly somewhere central.
Let's go to Vegas, man.
Fuck yeah, let's go to Vegas. Like, y'all said about a Vegas trip. Let's do it. Let's do like a rookie draft in some kind of Vegas casino or resort. Let's get everybody together because Gerald, I'm still going to give you props. I'm going to give you mad props here because you've done something that I cannot do. You have kept a dynasty league together with the same 10 people for 4 years.
Well, that's just the people, man. I didn't do anything for that.
Yeah, you brought us all together. Well, you brought us all together. I brought everybody together in my 12-man league, and we've had at least 1 to 2 men drop out per year in the first 2 years.
Well, part of that was my fault for being stupid about some stupid
stuff.
Yeah.
Leaving you out of the equation has still happened. And but seriously, guys, let's get together. I'm gonna shout out here B-Man real quick. I'm gonna get you on the podcast. Z-Man, I want you back again. Beantown Ace, Josh. I heard you're in fucking Round Rock. I'm like 5 miles away from you, bro. Let's go have a beer. Let's go hang out. All right. 4 Rosterbaiters. 4 Gerald Cope, Zombie Jesus, the commissioner of our league. I'm so happy to be a part of this podcast and this league. I'm signing out. What's the last thing you want to say, Gerald?
Thank you, man. Thank you for doing these podcasts. And yeah, you're one of my most active people in the league. So beyond just being one of my great friends, I can thank you for everything you do for the league too, man. It's great. Okay. Love having you.
Rock on, brother. Rock on. All right. Good night, fellas.
Good night, dude.